The elders spoke of the mountain's shadow and the swift river's warning, saying that the path is hidden until the seventh moon rises.
Be honest. How much of that did you actually understand? 30%? 10%? 0? It just sounded like noise, didn't it? A machine gun of syllables firing at your face. This is the reality of your life. You spend years studying. You understand your teacher when they speak nice and slow, like this. You feel confident in the classroom. Then you step into the real world. You get on a Zoom call with 3 fast-talking native speakers, and they start talking at full speed. And you hit the speed wall. Panic sets in. Your brain tries to keep up. You catch the first 3 words, but while you are processing them, they have already spoken 10 more. You fall behind. You miss one crucial sentence, and suddenly you've lost the entire thread of the conversation. After 15 minutes, you have a physical headache. Your brain just completely shuts down. You zone out. You start doing the fake nod, hoping nobody asks you a question and exposes you. You feel slow. You feel stupid. You feel like you'll never be able to handle high-stakes English. I'm Tom, and welcome back to English Adventure. Today, we are going to fix your slow brain. Your ears are fine. You aren't stupid. The problem is that you are mentally unfit. You have been training for a marathon by walking slowly around the block once a week. Today, we are going to increase your processing speed and break through the speed wall. Part 1. The diagnosis, the 5-stage cognitive cascade. Why do you crash? Why does your brain physically hurt? It isn't magic. It's a math problem involving your brain's processing capacity. Think of listening not as one action, but as a 5-stage pipeline that your brain has to perform instantly, in real time. Stage 1. The raw audio. Your ears hear noise. Stage 2. Phonetic decoding. Your brain has to separate that stream of noise into individual sounds, phonemes. Stage 3. Vocabulary retrieval. You have to match those sounds to words in your mental database. Stage 4. Grammatical parsing. You have to figure out the structure. Who did what to whom? Stage 5. Meaning extraction. You finally understand the concept. When you listen to Learner English, your teacher, slow podcasts, they speak at maybe 120 words per minute. They enunciate clearly. Your brain can handle stages 1 through 5 comfortably. Your mental CPU is running at about 60% capacity. When you listen to Real English, a meeting, a movie, they speak at 200 plus words per minute. There are 0 spaces between words. Sounds are slurred. Suddenly, stage 2, decoding, takes way too long because the sounds are messy. Stage 3, vocabulary, gets jammed because they use slang. While you are stuck on stage 3, they are already 3 sentences ahead. Your mental CPU hits 150% capacity. It overheats. And it crashes. This crash is what we call listening fatigue. You aren't bad at English. You just don't have the bandwidth yet. Part 2. The root cause, the comfort trap. Why don't you have the bandwidth? Because you are addicted to comfort. You have spent too much time listening to English designed for babies. Podcasts made specifically for learners. News in slow English. Teachers who baby you because they want you to feel encouraged. This stuff is poison for an advanced learner. It gives you a false sense of competence. It trains your brain to expect clarity. It trains your brain to expect pauses. Real English is messy. It is inefficient. It is mumbled. If you only lift 5-pound weights at the gym, you can't be surprised when you try to lift a 200-pound sofa and throw your back out. You need to stop consuming comfortable content. If you aren't struggling to keep up, you aren't improving your processing speed. You need to be in the discomfort zone at least 50% of the time you are listening. Part 3. The hidden bottleneck, the translation buffer. There is another massive reason you are slow, which we need to address. Many of you are still translating in your head while you listen. Native speaker says, "The deadline has been pushed back." Your brain hears it. Your brain pauses to translate it into your native language. Your brain understands the native meaning. This translation buffer adds a 1-second delay to everything you hear. At 120 words per minute, you can get away with this. At 200 words per minute, that 1-second delay is death. By the time you have translated sentence 1, they are on sentence 3. You are trying to run latest high-speed software, English, on an old operating system, your native language. You have to stop translating. You have to force direct association between the English sound and the abstract meaning. Part 4. The mechanic why it sounds so fast, reductions. We need to look at the reality of fast speech. Natives aren't trying to be fast. We are trying to be efficient. We want to get the idea out using the minimum amount of mouth movement. If you are listening for the textbook version of words, you will never hear them at speed. Look at these extreme reductions. This is what you are actually hearing. Textbook. What are you going to do? 6 distinct blocks of sound. Reality. Wachiganato. 1 blob of sound. Textbook. Did you eat yet? Reality. G yet? The D and Y became J. The vowels disappeared. Your brain is looking for 6 clean blocks. It gets 1 messy blob. It panics. That panic is what feels like speed. You have to stop listening for individual words and start training your brain to recognize the blobs at high speed. Part 5. Tactical protocol number 1. Overspeed. Training the weighted bat. How do we build bandwidth? How do we train our brains to process the blobs faster without translating? We need shock therapy. How do sprinters train to run faster? Sometimes they run downhill. They force their legs to move faster than they normally can to retrain their nervous system. We are going to do the same for your ears. You need to stop listening at normal speed. The protocol. Take a podcast or YouTube interview you can understand fairly well at normal speed. Turn the speed up to 1.2x or 1.25x. Listen for 10 to 15 minutes. Do not pause. You will hate it. You will panic. You will miss things. Force your brain to stay in that pocket of discomfort and grab the gist at this breakneck pace. After 15 minutes, turn it back down to 1.0x speed. What happens? It's a miracle. Suddenly, normal speed feels incredibly slow. It feels luxurious. You have all this time to process. This is the baseball donut effect. Batters swing with a heavy weight before stepping up to the plate, so the normal bat feels light. Do this every day. Train at 1.2x. Eventually, your baseline will shift, and you'll train at 1.5x. Your brain is highly adaptable, but you must force it. Part 6. Tactical protocol number 2. Microtranscribing. Bottom-up surgery. The overspeed protocol helps with general processing speed. Now we need to fix the specific issue of decoding those messy, reduced sounds. This drill forces you to face reality. The protocol. Find a movie scene or interview with very fast, messy street-level speech. Select only 5 seconds of audio. No more. Listen to those 5 seconds. Try to write down exactly what you hear. Every sound. Every contracted noise. Do not write grammatical English. Write the noise. You will fail. So listen again. And again. Listen to those 5 seconds 50 times if you have to. Only when you absolutely cannot figure it out, turn on the accurate subtitles. Compare what you wrote, the noise, with the reality, the words. The gap between those two things is your ignorance. That is where the growth happens. You will realize, oh my God, When he says probably, it actually sounds like probably. You have to painfully rebuild your mental database of what English sounds actually equal what English words. This involves microscopic attention to detail. The final challenge, stamina. Listen to me. The real world is not going to slow down for you. Your boss is not going to speak like a YouTube English teacher. If you want to play in the big leagues, you have to handle the speed of the game. You need to accept that listening fatigue is part of the process. When your brain hurts, it means it's growing. Do not check out. Do not grab your phone. Lean into the discomfort. Build stamina slowly. 10 minutes of intense listening today. 12 next week. Start your overspeed training today. Stop babying your ears with slow English. It will be painful. You will feel stupid for a while. But 6 months from now, when you are sitting in that meeting and you realize you aren't tired and you understand everything, you will thank me. If you are ready to stop being slow and start training for speed, hit the like button. Subscribe to English Adventure. Faster. I'm Tom. Keep up.